is the SDSU Collegiate Pitch Competition with Startup Week. Thank you very much. I'm David Lowski with JP Morgan Private Bank. I'm also a board member of Startup San Diego. Thrilled to be part of the community. This has taken a lot of people involved, a lot of good responses. We had 35 applications come in on the collegiate side from USD, UCSD, Cal State San Marcos, College of Continuing Education, San Diego State, and Cietes University out of Tijuana. So we've had an international response, which is fantastic. Go colleges. We've come down now to, we have 10 finalists, which they'll be competing here tonight in a pitch-off scenario, kind of a situation, which Ryan and Eric will get to. But a couple of things, wanted to go over that. This is day 3 of Startup Week here in San Diego. We've got an expanded programming model. It's been fantastic. We have 2 more days. Want to go through this. All the sponsors that kind of helped to pull this off, which is fantastic. We appreciate the community support. A lot of people are attending. We have 2 more days, tomorrow in Tijuana and Friday UCSD. There is an opportunity to upgrade. If anyone bought tickets, you can upgrade and get the rest of the week free, plus the rest of the year for a lot of the money, for the next following year for a lot of money, which is a fantastic value. Want to bring to your attention, December 1st, the first Monday, we have Dane Chapin, who's the USA Monopoly, is going to come and talk about his journey. So he does a lot of mentoring with founders. So it's a resource-rich time, and now in San Diego, and with Startup San Diego, and with this particular time right now, so we're thrilled to have it. And follow and support Startup San Diego and all things innovation on those websites. Wanted to just talk about in terms of tonight's events, we've got Ryan Cooter, who is another current and former board member of Startup San Diego, longtime Techstars manager director with multiple cohorts over 10 years, invested in dozens, if not hundreds of companies. Knows a thing or two about pitches. Eric Weiss is another board member, fellow board member of Startup San Diego, executive coach, CEO of Chaos to Clarity, and a big supporter as well of the ecosystem here. They're going to be doing the MC, taking care of the judges, running through the pitch competitions, but we're pleased to have you here. Thank you so much. It's a great effort. We're pleased to be here. Ryan and Eric, it's all yours. One more thing.
Oh, one more thing.
Our selection committee.
Oh, yes.
For the folks that are here, the folks that are not here, I'm going to run through the names. Brian Dirk Matt is here. Raise your hand. He was on the selection committee. Brian. Jason Anderson with Clean Tech, Alana Brand with Cooley, Kanani Breckenridge with Kismet Search, Chris Crowner with Omni with the JP Morgan Company, Zach Dobbins with Clean Tech, Kimberly Drozdoff with Sequoia One, Brian Engelman, who's a fund manager at San Diego Angel Conference, Jason Miller with Mints, Kit Ryan with Pillsbury, Michaela Street, who's on board SPS Comms, Shirley Yeager is a fantastic mentor and founder supporter, and Hussein Yafui, who is the founder and CEO of EventShip. So we've had a lot of brain power, a lot of participation. I appreciate all your efforts, because I was the one who regularly got into this. So with that, I appreciate it. Good luck.
Thanks for running me, David. Appreciate it. You guys, so stoked to be here. Thank you guys for being here. How awesome is it everybody decided to spend a Wednesday night with us?
Where else would you
all the other things you could do in San Diego tonight?
Being in this ballroom, listening to people talk about their businesses.
Our apologies in advance.
Well, thank you all again for being here. I think the only thing that I want to say is have a lot of fun and give these founders an enormous amount of support. Again, everybody's a student. Some of them are pitching for the first time in front of an audience ever. So make them feel like they're right at home, like you're all their best friends, and give them a ton of encouragement. All right?
That's right. That's right.
All right. So I guess we'll start off. I will bring up our judges, or introduce our judges. We have Cody Barbo, founder and CEO at Trust and Will.
And Aztec.
Yeah, so when I call your name, come on up and have a seat. We have Neil Bloom, managing partner at Rising Tide Partners. We have Chris Clifford, co-founder of Leche. You didn't want to bring the baby up on stage?
Can we introduce the baby?
Should we introduce the baby? Where's the baby?
There's a baby in the back, you guys. All right. Don't
Welcome to me.
wake the baby.
The youngest entrepreneur in the audience here, all right? We have Caitlin Wegge, CEO at NIP. And last but not least, we have Shirley Yeager, Startup Advisor at Fundable Startups.
I don't know if they know this, but this judging panel is like amazing. This is like a who's who in San Diego.
These are powerhouses right here.
That's
So
right.
If you get a chance to say hi to them before they go, definitely do so.
So the judges, you guys have a very important job, and that is that you are going to determine the winners of 3 rounds of founder fights. Can we say that? Founder bouts tonight. So here's how things are going to work. All right, we're going to have 2 founders come up, and they are going to pitch head to head. Each founder will give a 1-minute pitch, and then the judges will have 1 minute to determine a winner out of the 2 of them. After every round, we will crown a winner. We have 5 rounds of pitches that are coming up. At the end of those 5 rounds, each winner from each round will come up, and they will do a 5-minute pitch with decks. So they've all submitted their decks. We just don't know which 5 are going to pitch them yet, but half the founders will come back and there'll be 5 pitches with decks. At the end of that, the judges, you will deliberate again, and we will be sending 2 companies into the final round. The final round will consist of a 3-minute Q&A session with the judges, and then each founder will have 30 seconds to make a closing mic drop statement, all right? You guys have a very important job here too, right? Do you know what your job is?
Make some
Clapping. I heard
noise.
somebody say clapping. Make
What's
noise.
What's the prize money?
Oh, we're gonna get to the prize money in just a second. But there is, it's not money, it's money-like.
We have a nice stack of prizes here. The winner will receive over $5,000 in prizes from various sponsors. Yeah, give it up. And then our runner-up will receive a Startup San Diego membership, as well as I think a nice fat gift card to the Aztec gift shop.
There you go, get your Aztec merch.
Get your Aztec merch.
Question.
Yeah.
Can they hear us right now?
Can you guys hear us right now? Yes.
Can we up the ante a little bit?
Okay.
Founders, $1,000 from Cody, not Trust and Will, from Cody.
$1,000 from Cody.
$1,000. $1,000. I'll match that too.
Oh shit!
So founders, there's now
just got
$2,000 cash up for grabs.
Wow. Just so you know, we did not see this coming, and I think I just heard 3 people pass out. Any doctors or healthcare people in the house? Because we're gonna, founders, what do you think? Yeah. All right, there you go. That's like these are students.
Yeah, they could use it for food.
That's legit.
But like, you should build your business with it.
All right, well, do you judges, do you have any questions about what we're gonna do tonight? Audience, do you have any questions about what we're gonna do tonight? Are you ready for round 1? Yeah. Okay, here we go. I have to put my glasses on to read this because the writing is little. All right, round 1, coming to the stage, representing on time, the Saint from San Diego College of Continuing Education, and representing HydroGuard, Smriti Suresh, representing UC San Diego. All right, you're up. Oh, we get a mic right here. Where's it? Do we have a microphone?
You can use mine.
Erica, do we have a microphone for the? There we go. There's it is. Timer is right here.
When I was 5 in Burma, my mom taught me to meditate. She said it will sharpen my mind like a pencil, so I will be able to study faster and also have more playtime. But when I came here, I saw a different reality. Different types of culture, of workout, burnout, stress, long hours. And people are finding about more peace and productivity. But they're missing one tool my mom gave me, stillness. So I'm providing that to my people here and to the guided tea meditation. And through that, I've seen people release their relief, stress, and come back to themselves, connect to themselves, and also their community. And that is what Bandai is giving us to how you are going to be improving your productivity. Thank you.
$6.5 million Americans alone suffer from chronic wounds. Now, what makes these so hard to heal? We determined that it was biofilms. Now, biofilms are these incredibly hard, 1,000 times more resistant protective layers of bacteria that are really hard to heal because of antibiotic resistance. Now, that's a huge problem, and a lot of doctors will go on and on about this huge problem. And when me and my co-founder, were up at the Palo Alto VA conducting a study on chronic wounds, we realized that 100% of the patients that we tested had biofilms, had a presence of bacteria in their wounds. Now, the hot new thing in wound care is skin subs. The thing is, you can't put a skin sub on wounds that have bacterial load in them. And so, what is the solution to that? What is the solution? HydroGuard. HydroGuard is the solution to that. We are the only wound care product that is actually tackling the problem of biofilms at the source. And this dressing can actively show you how your wound is progressing over time.
Okay, you guys, here's what's gonna happen now. That was our first round. You guys both did great. Congratulations. Judges, you have 60 seconds while Eric and I try to fill some dead air. Okay, so get together. When you know who the winner is of round one, call her over at us. Do we have any students in the audience right now? Where's our students from? Where are you from? What school? San Diego State. All right. There we go. Where's the rest of the Aztecs? Aztecs? Any Tritons in the house? Yeah, there you go, UCSD. Right on. Point Loma Nazarene. Anybody from Point Loma here? No? Point Loma won this competition last year, by the way. Like, did you know that? Yeah.
Was it with a CPG?
How about USD?
USD? Is USD here? All right, there we go, University of San Diego. Okay, judges, do you have it? All right, Cody, do you want to announce the winner for this round?
Yes, I hate this part. Both were great pitches within time. Very soothing first pitch, by the way. I was like meditating as I was getting it. I was like, this is great. But problem, pain point, solution, HydroGuard was our winner on that one. So thank you guys.
On to round 2 for HydroGuard.
All right, as we move into bout number 2, if you ladies would like to find your way back to the green room. And Smriti, hang out because you'll be here shortly. Now we're going to get into round 2. And one thing we didn't get to do, I was a little bit sad about it, but anyone who goes over time, Ryan and I are going to jump up on stage acting like fools, making tons of noise.
Haven't you already been doing that?
Yes.
We're trying. It's going to get worse. There's going to be chairs flying and crazy. But, you know, we've been training our founders incredibly well, so they're going to stick right on time. But without further ado, next we have the founder of Algae Foods Incorporated, Kamal Walker, and founder of Celestic, Kanav Agarwal. Kamal, you're first. The timer's right there.
All right, hello everyone. I'm Kamal from Algae Foods, and believe it or not, we sell foods made out of algae. So our first product is chlorella cookies, and algae is the ocean's superfood. It is packed with vitamins and minerals, and yes, protein. Everyone loves protein these days. And it meets people's micro and macronutrient needs while also being a good and tasty product. We're looking to address the growing need for a whole and healthy food that's not ultra-processed. We see that trend growing bigger and bigger today, and we're there to address it. We just got accepted into the Malibu Farmers Market, so we'll be selling it up there in Malibu. And we're looking by the end of the year to be selling in a local retail store down in Pacific Beach and at the UCSD campus. People just want healthy foods that make them happy as well. And Algae Foods will be there to meet their needs. And if I make it to the next round, you guys will be able to try some.
Is it me or the grocery prices are soaring, all due to increase in agriculture inputs over the years. It almost doubled. And not to speak about the synthetic fertilizer that you need in increasing amount to get the same results, and detrimental effects on health and environment. At Celestic, we solve it with Grower Boost, a plug-and-play personalized biofertilizer system that keeps soil fertile naturally. It fights climate change as it sequesters carbon dioxide from the environment. We empower farmers, giving them the flexibility and transparency on what they are putting in the farm, and making our food system more robust. This is a global problem, and we have a robust solution that is scalable, feasible, and adaptable. Find out in the next round. Thank you.
That's succinct. All right, judges, again, you have 1 minute to deliberate, or just tell me when you guys are ready. So how many people here want to eat some algae? I think we got some samples in the back here. Yeah, we got a couple. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting a little peckish. That was an enticing pitch right there. The suspense is killing me. This is a hard one. So what do you know? Do you want to eat algae? Do you want to eat, are we ready?
Helps if it's on. Protect.
Again, both great pitches. I'm so impressed so far with everybody. But we did go ahead and select Algae Foods to move forward.
See, she wanted to try the samples. You got samples.
You got us with the sample.
That was a strategic maneuver there, which is really good. All right, you guys, we are getting ready for bout 3. This is our first head-to-head university bout. These are 2 UC San Diego companies coming up next. So, our next round is between BioVerify Labs, Caitlin Udacek, and Mindwave Therapeutics, Eric Shamsuddin. Come on up, you guys. Here you go.
Hi, my name is Caitlin, and I'm with BioVerify Labs. So plastics are an essential part of modern life. However, their environmental persistence and potential health effects have caused them to be a major liability, which has led to the rise of green or biodegradable labeled plastics. But most of these plastics have not been rigorously tested for the claims that they're making, which has led consumers, companies, and even local governments to start questioning the safety of plastics and start requiring them to prove their environmental claims. So BioVerify Labs is a third-party verification and certification service for eco-friendly plastics to put trust, transparency, and scientific backing to sustainability claims. And we're doing that through rigorous testing, developing our own high-throughput analytical instrumentation, and also offering meaningful certifications. So the world is demanding accountability in the plastics industry. Consumers and companies want to make responsible decisions, and BioVerify is here to enable that. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Eric Shamstein. I'm an undergraduate at UC San Diego, and I'm an educator that already has some experience within neurodiverse environments. I'm also the co-founder of Mindwave Therapeutics, a company that strives to do more than the rest. We strive to guide those who are lost, to be there to be listened to, and to make more aware of the neurodivergent and autism community through our product. We need your support. We need you to drop a national average of a rising statistic of 20% of autistic children not having their healthcare aids met. And we need to build out a solution. We need to gain as much support and traction. So what's our idea? We build virtual environments utilizing VR technology in order to help individuals explore a safe space, build out interactions, and be able to go and experience the real world through social reality. We need you to help and support Mindwave so we can tune society to a greater definition of inclusivity. Thank you.
All right, thanks a let you guys judges you can deliberate for a second. Eric, I'm really bummed that nobody's gone over time. I was like really looking forward to just like rushing the stage and like.
You can tell these students are never late to class.
Right, everybody's like right on top of it. Like
Superstar, that's why they're up here on stage.
I was imagining that you and I would be like coming up here, like waving our arms around,
Hands full of confetti.
mid-pitch, but it hasn't worked out that way. So, all right.
And also these companies are so like important and valuable. It's really hard to make fun of them.
Yes.
Making our job even harder
Yes.
by helping people.
All right, you guys, this is exciting. All right.
All right.
Trish, we have it.
Guys, this was really tough. Very, very well done. I think for us, we went this round with Mindwave Therapeutics. It's just good to see what
All right, judges, like I just want to recognize, like you have a tough job. Like these pitches, you guys have been fantastic. Like every single one of us in exactly 59 seconds. Like that's no easy thing to do. So.
Okay, so on to bout number 4. Let's get right into it. I hope everyone is back there ready to go. We have the founder of Aparina Health, Rafael Paracuellos, and founder of Uniwise, Tristan Esfandiari.
All right, hi everyone. My name is Rafael. I'm the CEO of Aparina Health, and we make accessible and effective at-home skincare. So, PRP therapy is a common beauty treatment that uses your own blood for skin rejuvenation, and it's booming. It's a $250 million market, growing 3 times faster than the overall skincare market. And while PRP is really effective, it can be invasive, it's clinic-bound, and often costs people at least $6,000 to even see a visible change. At Aparina, we are replacing blood draws with a patentable system developed by UCSD engineers and Mayo Clinic scientists. It uses the same regenerative pathway, but now you can do it yourself at home. We have demonstrated feasibility to treat acne scars, wrinkles, and hair loss, and using a direct-to-consumer business model, we can cut costs by 80% for the consumer while maintaining clinical effectiveness. So no blood draws, no clinics, no big spending, just skin that looks and feels better than ever. Thank you.
Hi guys. Have you ever had an airline lose your luggage? Nowhere to know where it's at, no idea. Now imagine a hospital did that with your kidney that was destined to take you off dialysis. Every day, thousands of people suffer from this very cause. And the organ procurement system is broken because the hospitals and the organ transplantation system runs off of phone calls, faxes, and unread emails. And we are building an entire solution that makes organ donation faster, smarter, and more efficient. And we've partnered with one of the largest eye banks in California to make this vision come to life. Because we believe that organs do not need to run and should not depend on fax machines, giving people a second chance at life. Thank you.
You guys are great. I don't know how you guys make these decisions, to be honest with you. Like, I'm glad that I got the easy job tonight. So, all right, judges, you have a minute. I found out from Rafael, like, about something that I didn't know today, and that is that people, like, use blood, like, their own blood, like, as a cosmetic procedure. Have you ever done that? Yeah, vampire facials. Have you guys heard of this? Kim Kardashian does this?
Of course.
This is amazing. Like, I've learned so much today, you guys. Like, it's unbelievable. Vampire facials.
That's how I stay so youthful.
That's right, that's right.
I'm actually 500 years old.
We're both in our 70s. Okay, it looks like the judges have come to a decision. Caitlin, are you going to share the results with us? Shirley? All right. Drum rolls.
On this time?
Oh, that was really good, actually.
So, both of them, both your presentations were excellent. You left us wanting to learn more about each of your applications, so thank you for that. It made our decision really, really difficult, but we decided to go with Aparina Health.
Okay. I think this means that we're on our last bout in round 1. And so, without taking any more time, except to put on my readers, because I'm 70.
Does that vampire blood work for eyesight?
Does it work? Can I vampire blood my eyes? Anybody? Pitching in bout 5, we've got Sinan Golhan, the founder of Geltech Labs, and Kana Eklund of Asaichi. Sinan's from UC San Diego, and Kana from San Diego State University.
Hello, my name is Sinan, and I'm the founder and CEO of Geltech Labs. When I was 18 years old, unfortunately, my mother was diagnosed with cancer. So I spent my college years in laboratories at UC San Diego and Harvard Medical School working on safer cancer treatments using materials called hydrogels. Unfortunately, my motivation turned to frustration when I found that myself and other hydrogel scientists were stuck in the lab repeating the same tests every single day. We felt like robots, so I said, why not build one? Fast forward a few years, this robot has turned into our product, Carousel, that helps hydrogel scientists work faster and more efficiently. And here's the catch, hydrogels aren't just used in cancer treatments. They're the backbone of arthritis, diabetes, wound care, cosmetics, and more. There's around 100,000 labs in the world that can use our robot. So far, we've raised close to $1 million and filed 2 patents. Let's work together to build a better future of healthcare using hydrogels. Thank you.
Who here has seen this green foam floors used to make arrangements? Did you know it can cause them cancer? Fluorides breathing the toxic chemical and 112 tons of microplastics ends up in landfills and waterways every day. My grandfather used it for decades and got sick from exposure. For over a half century, fluorides have had no functional alternative. Until now. I'm Kana, founder of Asaichi, a plant-based compostable fluoro base that works similar to foam. Fluorides can cut, hydrate, and design the same way without risking their health or the planet. I grew up in a family of florists and have helped the shop since I was a kid. I know this industry inside out. In past months, we've interviewed 150, secured 100 early signups, and 26 paid pre-orders. The fluorofoam market is $6 billion, and we're ready to disrupt it. It's time to protect people behind the beauty, and Asaichi is how we start. Thank you.
All right, guys, thank you. That was bout number 5. Our judges are going to get together and figure out what we're going to do for bout number 5. And when they make their announcement, we will have our second round set. Are you guys nervous like I am? Who's the most nervous? Raise your hand if you're the most nervous. Can I tell a little story about Startup San Diego that I think is really dope?
No.
Thank you, Andy White. Did anybody do the little mentor rounds today, like over in the next room over? Con and I met doing one of those mentor rounds a year ago, before she had any product whatsoever, and so it's really awesome to be able to see over the course of a year the kind of progress that some of these student companies can make. So I just wanted to say for anybody that was over there meeting with mentors today, next year you might be sitting up here pitching a startup week for Startup San Diego. This one's coming down to it, you guys. They are really debating over there. I think Cody's getting ready to throw down. Let's see here. Okay, we're turning. Do we have a clock for the judges? Neil, Cody and Neil have both decided.
Are you saying? What did you say?
Sorry,
you're
Lisa.
gonna match
You said
as
what?
well, Lisa?
Said what, Lisa? By the time we get out of here, guys, there's a $30,000 grand prize. There's not. Okay, judges.
Right, another tough one.
Another
You guys
one.
are solid. But we want to thank Asaichi.
You guys, Eric and I were just talking, these pitches have been phenomenal. There hasn't been a single or a filler space, out of any of them. That's the whole point, Kathy. We need drama. So, all right, are we ready to go to the next round, Eric? You want to introduce the next round?
We're going to roll right into it. Awesome.
All right, thanks, you guys.
So now we have our 5-minute pitches. This is where people really start to sweat. All right, this is where 5 minutes, full deck. There's a lot of room for ums and ahs. No pressure. But let's just go ahead and get right into it. Any questions from the judges, by the way, before we jump into it?
Should we be looking at
So,
We need the.
yeah, you've got your rubric over here. Cody, do you want to read how they're going to be rated?
All right, first one, 1 star, bad.
Nobody gets 1 star.
Big surprise. No, you're not. Listen. It's just it's like 1 star, not good. You're like, okay, that makes sense. 5 star, very good. Okay, all right. Assessment criteria identifies the problem being solved. So value proposition. Where are your glasses? I need your glasses.
Yeah.
Value
You need
proposition. I'm getting older. Identifies the problem being solved, describes how they're solving the problem, clearly demonstrates how the product service works. Competitive advantage, it's a differentiator that makes the solution special and different from what's already in the market. I'll do the first one. We can do a round table. Business model? Business model. Revenue streams. What is this revenue model? What are the pricing tactics? Identifies key assumptions driving revenue projections. Cost structure identifies the most important cost inherent to its business model and identifies key partners, resources, and activities.
Neil, why don't you just read the headlines on the next two?
Okay.
In the interest of time. There's a whole judging guide that they're going to read you guys. They don't need to do that.
It's identifying the market, so really having clear distinction on what their market is.
Great job, Trish. Thank you for that.
Let's get into it. All right, next up, first up we have the founder of HydroGuard, Smriti Suresh. Woo, here we go.
Okay. Hello everyone, nice to see you again. My name is Smriti Suresh. I'm the CEO and co-founder of HydroGuard. And we are an innovative new wound care solution intended to treat biofilms right at their source. This is my beautiful grandmother, and she has been suffering from a chronic wound for the past 7 years. Now, if you really think about it, chronic wounds are debilitating both physically and mentally. You can't do anything by yourself. Things that we take for granted, like showering, washing yourself, going to the bathroom, even going to the hospital when you need to, is so hard for people like this. And she is not alone. 6.5 million people in the United States alone suffer from chronic wounds. Now, there's a lot of wound care solutions out there, but the real problem, which we found out, was that 60% of chronic wounds have biofilms present in them. Now, why is that such a big deal? Because biofilm microbes are 1,000 times more resistant to antibiotics than regular floating bacteria in the wound. And so, no one is really treating these bacteria at their source, except for HydroGuard. Now the standard of care is called debridement, where you physically scrub the wound until it's clean. And that's just not gonna work for a lot of people. People that can't go into clinic, people that are seniors. So there's a huge problem that we intend to solve. This is me and my co-founder. We were up at the Palo Alto VA all summer conducting an 8-month observational study. And what we found out was that pH of wound fluid is a powerful indicator of wound health. So now introducing HydroGuard. HydroGuard is a 2-part solution. The first is a physical wound dressing. And we are nano-engineers, so we love this stuff. We are depositing actual nanoparticles into the wound, and these nanoparticles have the ability to disrupt biofilms at their source. We also have a visual indicator, a pH dye, on the dressing, so you can track your wound and how it progresses over time. There's no other dressing that does this right now. We are the innovative wound dressing on the market. So to summarize it for you guys, there's 3 main components. The first is wound health. A pH dye can show you how your wound is progressing over time, so people can actually take control of their chronic wound and take control of their health. The second component is drug delivery. It delivers a therapeutic to the wound and targets biofilms at their source. And the third is wound monitoring. Through an app, it shows how the wound is progressing. So this is our TAM SAM. The global advanced wound dressing market is $11.6 billion. And this market, I will tell you right now, is not going to go anywhere. If anything, it's going to continue going up. So we are just taking the DFUs. When we were in the clinic, all of the people that we were looking at had DFUs, diabetic foot ulcers. So that's who we're targeting right now. We intend to capture 2% of the US wound dressing market for diabetic foot ulcers. That puts us at $176.6 million in the next 5 years. Now this seems really lofty, but we feel like we are the solution to the problems of antibiotic resistance. So, to summarize, HydroGuard gives us fewer dressing changes than regular dressings that are out there, enables remote monitoring, a smart drug delivery system, and lowers healthcare costs for patients, insurance companies, and hospitals. Now this is our competition. There's a lot of big names out there. Don't want you to get scared because HydroGuard is the only solution out there that has monitoring and therapeutic delivery. No one else really does that, and we intend to be the first to do so. This is our avenues of revenue. We intend to do B2B first, going directly to hospitals, selling in 3 different sizes, the small, medium, and large. Now we have a few great contacts, including the Palo Alto VA, who is really interested in this product already, as well as UCSD Health. And we hope to start contracts with those and sell 500 to 1,000 units per department per year in those hospitals. Then the patient themselves can have an add-on, which is the software subscription service that shows how this wound progresses over time. Now this is our incredible team. I would not be here without them. We are all nano-engineers and scientists, and we have 2 doctors and a PI who has been in wound care forever. So we have the best team. And we would love for you to join us. We're raising $500K for a 12 months runway, and we hope to have a patent, the clinical study publishing, and SAB finalization by the end of this year. The future of wound care is here. The future is HydroGuard. Thank you very much.
It's changed a bit, hasn't it? Yes. We had internet.
Barely, just barely.
All right, you guys, that is the first pitch. The second pitch coming up, representing UC San Diego, Algae Foods, and Kamal Walker. Here's your microphone.
You know, if I tell my wife I came home with something from San Diego, I'm in Dallas. I might get stopped at the airport. Thank you.
Of course.
Do you want to see them?
You can look at them.
Oh, not eat it?
Oh yeah, you can
Sharks eat the product.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Wonderful.
All right, hello everyone. I'm Kamal Walker from Algae Foods, and again, I do sell foods out of algae. So if you've ever been to a healthy snack aisle, you'll probably look at some healthy snacks and you'll notice it's usually just like they just pack some protein in there and call it a day. Eating lots of protein is not a healthy snack. It's part of it, but also having your vitamins and minerals are also part of it. So algae is full of all 3 of those: protein, vitamins, and minerals, things that are very commonly missing from the current American diet. Algae is what I consider to be the future and the ocean superfood. It uses way less land, water, and energy to grow than most any other nutrients out there, including meat. I do love meat though, I love steak. But algae is packed with omega-3s, the stuff that we love getting from fish. Where do fish get it from? They get it from algae. Nice connection there. The market size, so the reason I looked at algae is because the consumer market is looking at healthier and whole food snacks. The market is growing fast and it's growing big. If you go down the health food aisle, you'll see Frito-Lay's and Kroger and General Mills. They're rushing to make these super healthy snacks. Go there right now, you'll see a Simply Cheetos, Simply Doritos. They're trying to make their current neon, orange, super bright colored snacks a lot simpler, nicer. I looked at the ingredients, they're exactly the same. Don't buy it. The market is growing really, really big, and we're targeting Southern California to hopefully achieve the $10 to $5 million attainable market down there. We are currently currently making our cookies at about $2.76 per bag of 12, and we sell them at around $5 to $6 at these stores, depending on the margin of the store there, giving us a 45% margin. Margin is king in CPG, so hopefully we can get those numbers down with the economy of scale once we get our production going and increasing. For our marketing strategy, it's really just about educating people about what algae is. If you ever had sushi or even sea moss, you've had algae already. If you have anything dyed blue and green, you've had algae before, and it tastes really good. You probably know the older cousin in sushi, the nori seaweed, the red algae. It's very, very tasty. This is a blue and green algae, just as tasty and slightly healthier, in my opinion. We just got accepted to the Malibu Farmers Market just a couple days ago, so we'll be up there in Malibu and down here in Little Italy as well. Let's finish the application. We're also looking to apply for the Pacific Beach Food Co-op. If any of you guys are familiar with over there, we brought the food over there. They love it. We're hoping to be in there by the end of the year or the Q1 of next year. We're really targeting people who want, yes, healthy snacks, and they want something that's good for them, but also good for the environment. Although we don't want these to be mutually exclusive. If you want something that's tasty for you, you'll love our cookie. If you want something that's good for the environment, you'll love our cookie. When we look at the competition, there isn't much of an algae food market here. In Europe, it's really big. In India, it's very big. In Japan, it's very big. Not in the US, because the US, we love our taste buds. So what we did was we made our cookies really, really tasty by amping up the our recipe just a little bit, adding a little bit more sugar in there than some of the healthier alternatives. Because there's always a balance of fat, sugar, salt. How much do you add in there? What's the balance there? I don't like eating cardboard. I like eating something that's tasty, but also healthy. And that's where a lot of my research goes, is finding that nice little balance in between. We're currently selling a chocolate chip and a coconut crunch flavor. And whenever we talk to people, they're usually like, oh, I don't know if I want to eat algae. They try the cookie. Oh, it's not that bad. It's pretty good, actually. Just take it like a cookie. We're hoping to launch our full-scale production by the end of the year in a test kitchen down in San Diego, once we start looking at further retail locations. These are my co-founders, which are going to be here. We're over at UCSD, and we're looking to partner with SIO, the Scripps Institute of Oceanography, to work on more algae research and learn the bioavailability of algae, how much of the nutrients do we actually absorb, something that so many companies don't really account for. They just slap nutrition label on there, and a lot of the nutrients in those foods we actually can't really absorb that well, and they kind of just come out of our system. But we're just looking to make a snack that's happy and healthy and fun and tasty. So go ahead and check us out at algae.food. We have a pre-order coming up for our next batch if you'd like to get them to yourself. We'll deliver. And thank you very much. We're Algae Foods.
That was a pretty bold move, actually having them try the samples, and the confidence that it's actually going to help your score. Is there any left over? Am I going to get a little snack here? There we go. Grab some.
We're gonna do this live. We're gonna taste the algae snacks.
It was good.
There you go. Do you got enough in there?
I'm not going to make a face.
Okay, ready? Algae snacks. The hell, Kamal? Good.
That would pass my kid test. I
would totally eat that on the regular.
It's actually pretty damn good. It's a sugar cookie.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Okay.
Can I have the rest of this?
No.
Back here, we're really hoping to sample.
Oh, yeah.
How generous. Only 5 people have eaten this one cookie. Let's see. There's got to be more back. Okay, let's have to come out very soon. That's good. The bet paid off. Okay. All right. So without further ado, let's move on to the winner of bout number 3, Mindwave Therapeutics, Eric Shamsuddin. Sorry, you don't get a cookie.
No, okay. I've tried them before through UCSD. Okay. Sorry, just woo! All right. Woo! Here we go. All right. We're Mindwave Therapeutics, emotional coaching for caregiving and autistic individuals. So where's my background? Where's my co-founder's background? That's my co-founder right there in the bucket hat, I'm sorry, Sina. So that's Sina Roddy. He's also a UCSD alumni. He comes from the Cogsci department and he's a human design specialization. I'm an undergrad at UCSD second year. I am a chemical robotics engineering undergrad. So what came to us to develop a product like this, and why are we entering a market such as the autism behavioral regulation market? And that has to be that we see a problem, we see a statistic, we see some people needing help, we see a large population needing help, not on just a local level, but on a global and national level. So what it came to us is I was going through high school, and I did a mindful music preparation program. And I had a lot of bias to it, and I wasn't really keening in. But then I started the program, I got into it, I started listening to beats, I started focusing on my breathing, and working on my attention span, and sort of my correlation focus, and I just felt happier. I felt more optimistic, I felt relieved, I didn't have the stress, this anger, this frustration that was really binding me inside. My co-founder had a similar story in relation to his light sensitivity. He had everything. He tried all the procedures, he tried all the methods, and it came out that he tried CBT and hypnotherapy, and he was able to solve his light sensitivity in 3 months, right? So where can we take this? Where can we take such usable architecture and something so modular? And that is where we go into the autism treatment market and the caregiver treatment market. And the reason why is you can show by statistics, right? We have emotionally unregulated, right? We have a statistic where they have to go to the med centers. There is money being poured into the economy because we don't have enough laborers that are neurodivergent and can support our economy and be part of it, be part of our society and be more aware of it. So we have parent burnout and family stress, we have school removals and a learning loss among the population, we have frequent ER visits, and we have medical retention spans. And we need to solve these issues because it's not only costing us millions in the economy, it is costing millions of lives, right? And lives that could have gone to scientists, to researchers, to educators, to people who would have taken the next step to advance themselves through their life if they were given that choice, if they were given that progression, or to live a normal life and be societally accepted and included. So what are the problems that we see? We don't see any scalability among traditional forms of therapy. We don't see conscious awareness. We don't see reframing of the mind. We don't see this practice of behavioral control and this visual feedback that can be given when things don't happen the right way. So what is our solution? We want to import a extended reality or virtual reality platform that has a bunch of these virtual environments that can coach, that can train, that can give AI feedback, that can have personalization. We can put their favorite elements in their world. They can experience this world. They can have a safe space. They can build these social interactions that will bind them closer to reality. So why the subconscious, right? It's how we reframe our thoughts. It's how we reframe ourselves among a behavioral regulation moment. It's how we interact with each other as humans, the human condition. Working on the subconscious is the element of our new form of therapy. It's a highly specialized new form of CBT that is not out on the market yet, and so we see ourselves being over the competitors, but also working besides like ABA or traditional other forms of therapy. Use cases, as we talked about, across schools, clinics, homes, families, adolescents. Why VR? Easily customizable, really high-end pipelines. It's becoming cheaper, it's becoming more widely available, and we're seeing it enter other forms of the fields in the industries, like healthcare, AR, robotics, because I worked in the lab that did that. That was really cool. That was way too advanced though. But, so it's entering every industry that we can look at. Okay, what's our product flowchart? We're gonna start with an app first that has a support toolkit for parents and guidelines, and then we're going to have an AI agent that is also included on the app. The parents, caregivers, and kids will be able to talk to the AI agent, give them sort of affirmations, what their focus is, how they're emotionally feeling, and that data will be sent into VR worlds and XR related worlds. And we're gonna be getting, hopefully, physician approval from a board and a direct professional approval on that limit. Value proposition: autistic individuals and caregivers lack personalized tools to express emotions and practice real-world regulation, and Mindwave hopes to deliver these immersive solutions in an XR-based environment to really improve these behavioral regulation methods. Just a little bit more about us. Here's the really money, $4 billion in a growing market because more and more people are coming out diagnosed, even at a toddler age or at a middle age, and we're looking at $50 million annually. Because of a penetration rate that's really easy to breach in 3 years. And we gained a lot of traction. Thank you guys. You
guys are so good. We're really bummed that we don't get to do it.
So bummed.
Come on, can somebody?
I told Eric, I'm gonna like Kermit the Frog like across the stage if somebody goes over, and nothing. So, all right, Eric, do you want to introduce our next one?
Let's go ahead. Judges, yeah, take a minute to write this down. Yeah, just a little on that. I mean, honestly, we want to get up here and have fun, but I can probably speak for Ryan, but I can speak for myself. I have watched hundreds and hundreds of pitches in my career. Yeah, thousands. It is so hard to keep it within time. And usually we do get to do some buffoonery. Sometimes the mic gets cut off. Sometimes, they just automatically are disqualified from the competition from going a second overtime. So I do want to, can we just give a quick round of applause to everybody that's doing the there's still 2 left, so we have a chance.
2 more.
Let's see. All right, so let's get up to the founder of Aperina Health, Rafael Paracuellos.
Oh, it's on the second page.
Oh, is it? We'll go back, okay. All right, so hi again. I'm Rafael, the CEO of Aperina Health, and we are an innovation-forward, accessible, and effective at-home skincare brand. So, like I said before, our focus is on platelet-rich plasma therapy, which you may have heard referred to as a vampire facial. Essentially what it is a cosmetic procedure where your blood is collected, the blood is then separated into plasma, and that plasma is then re-administered to the skin by a licensed medical professional. So to a lot of people this may seem a little kooky, but the reason why a lot of people do it is because it has proven clinical effectiveness. PRP has been shown to stimulate collagen, elastin, and blood vessel growth using over 800 different growth factors to improve the appearance of acne scars, wrinkles, hyperpigmentation, and hair loss. So if it's so amazing, why isn't everybody doing it? And the answer lies in the fact that there's a really high barrier to accessing PRP. The most obvious of which is cost. It's super expensive. It costs on average $1,000 per session, and the doctors are recommending 3 to 6 sessions to even see a difference. Obviously, this cost racks up really, really quickly. In addition, you have to go in person to a clinic, and a medical provider is absolutely necessary. So at Aperina, we are breaking down these barriers by making PRP accessible, affordable, and non-invasive. We're doing this using a patentable system that allows you to, 1, collect your own blood at home. This means no needles, no blood draws, and you can do it yourself in a safe and effective way. Number 2, we're enabling at-home plasma separation, so there's no longer a need for fancy clinical equipment. So all that's left to do is take that plasma that you collected yourself, prep your skin, and rub it in to see the exact same clinical benefit. So in terms of the affordability aspect, we are using a direct-to-consumer subscription model and pricing our therapy at only $200 per session. When you compare this to standard PRP done in a clinic that costs $1,000 per session, you can see that we are 80% cheaper. This massive reduction in price, we believe, makes us affordable to our target customer. Our target customer being, normal women who are around 20 to 50 years old. And we plan by reaching them at least initially through partnership with doctors for credibility and patient trust. Now, in terms of why we want to enter this market specifically, we all know that the skincare market is huge. But if we want to focus specifically on PRP, it's also a pretty big market at $250 million, but the key aspect is that it's growing really fast. So if we want to capitalize on this massive growth, the time to enter is right now. So like I said, it's growing really fast, and by 2030, we expect the market to double in size, reaching around $500 million. Of that $500 million, we believe that we have the potential to have $70 million in revenue in 2030. We believe that this is possible because we massively cut costs, we make it available for at home, and again, no needles. So we think this number is validated specifically when you compare us to our closest competitors, which are both startups, Acorn and Somi. Acorn is an exosome therapy company, and Somi is another PRP company. You can see that we check a whole lot more boxes than they do while still being cheaper. And especially because Acorn is only in their 2nd year post-launch and already have $6.7 million in revenue, we believe that this shows that our strategy is feasible to make a lot of money. So, in terms of where we are, Aperina is a pretty new company. We started this year, but we've already done initial testing, literature validation, and are working on a customer survey, and we've already seen some pretty good traction. In 2026, we're going to submit our patent, submit an SBIR, as well as finalize our advisory board. Over the next few years, we're going to be developing our technology, proving clinical effectiveness, with a plan for an FDA 510(k) submission and launch in 2028. So in terms of looking into the future, the one thing I want to emphasize is that we are a platform technology. PRP is not our only use case. So because of that, there's potential for us to enter into other markets as well. Some examples of those other markets could be stem cell and exosome therapies, wound healing, and even non-invasive blood diagnostics. We believe but this potential, this positions us really well for either an acquisition or partnership with a large cosmetic brand like L'Oreal Paris, or even a medical company like J&J. So in terms of who we are engineers and scientists with a diverse background in business, medical device development, and even aesthetic dermatology research. And we also have some board members, some advisory board members right now, including a lawyer, an MD, and a startup veteran. So just to quickly recap, Apparina's goal is to make PRP accessible by enabling it for at-home use. We are making it affordable by cutting costs by 80% for the customer, and we are making it non-invasive by eliminating needles. With that being said, thank you so much for listening. We hope that you're as excited as we are to make regenerative skincare accessible for everyone. Thank you.
Eric, I remember when I took my entrepreneurship class in college, like we made a board game.
Yeah.
Yeah. You went around and went to all the little bars near campus. That was our thing. We play tested it. We went through all the steps, but it was a go to bars board game.
I think the winner for my entrepreneurship class was actually a chain of barbecue joints.
Yeah.
That wanted to compete with
Love it.
Phil's Barbecue in San Diego, and that was the peak of innovation for us. We were like, barbecue and beer, let's do it.
All right, judges, that's our fourth. We've got one to go. Are you guys ready for the final pitch?
Bring it on.
All right, coming up next, our final pitch from San Diego State University, Kana Eklund, the founder of Asaichi.
Who here has ever gifted flowers? Now, would you still do it if that could cost your loved one's health? My grandfather was a florist for 60 years. He loved his craft, but daily exposure to a hidden danger gave him lung issues, skin irritation, and cancer. He passed away. No florist should risk their health for their art. I'm Kana, founder of Asaichi. For 70 years, florists have used green fluorofoam packed with formaldehyde, a cancer-causing chemical, and microplastics that pollute our waterways. 1.4 million books are used daily. There's constant exposure for florists and significant environmental impact. They've searched for safer options, but nothing matched the foam's performance. Until now. Asaichi is the first plant-based hydrogel floral base that holds stems, hydrates flowers, and cuts easily, giving florists a similar functionality without harm. And here's a big difference. When dry, Asaichi shrinks 1/10 the size and weight, saving storage space and shipping cost. A huge advantage for us, florists, and distributors. We sell directly to florists. As Rescale will partner with distributors, allowing florists to buy from where they already shop. Asaichi is $2 per unit now, cheaper than the eco options. While slightly higher than toxic oasis, it's a safer, eco-friendly alternative. Rescale will target a 40% premium over toxic foam, making it both affordable and high-performing. The global fluorofoam market is $6 billion, $1.5 billion in the US. We're targeting premium florists, 60% of the market, early adopters with both demand and budget for sustainable solutions. Major floral organizations are banning foam and states are restricting it. No fluorofoam movement is pushing florists towards alternative, and Asaichi is ready to deliver. There are 3 big players in the industry. Agro, irritating and time-consuming. On the right, Ocean Pouch only works in vases, impractical for weddings and funerals where foam is most used. Oasis, the toxic foam my grandfather used. Asaichi is the only solution that matches the foam's usability while being safe and sustainable. We'll start direct sales through our website and Instagram with foam-free florists that expand into premium and eco-conscious florists. We'll leverage influencers, industry events, and wholesale partnerships to drive adoption. Next, floral schools and online retailers like My 100 Flowers, integrating Asaichi into their floral recipes and teaching next generation. Then, big craft retailers and international market. Florists are unhappy with current options and dying for a better alternative, as Jessica said. With no paid ad, we've secured 100 early signups and 26 paid pre-orders before prototyping. We ran pilot with 5 local florists. They loved the easy cutting and mess-free work, but they wanted better hydration and angle control. Priceless feedback that's now guiding our refinements with Geltec Labs. We're de-risking acai from early on. Pilot validates market fit. Collaboration with Geltec Labs strengthens performance. Manufacturing experts prepare us to scale, and sustainability specialists keep us ahead on regulations. I come from 3 generations of florists, interviewed 150, and backed by experts in finance, material science, engineering, and advisors Bentham, 25-year founder and investor, and Spencer, co-founder of Eucora, now successful exit. We raised $27K from friends and family and $18.5K in grants. We're raising $50K for commercialization once we launch. We're offering a safe $1 million cap, 20% discount. Florists deserve better. The planet deserves better. Acai is what they've been waiting for. With your support, we'll bring it to market and protect people behind your arrangement. Let's make floral design safer, cleaner, and better together. Thank you.
Okay, you guys, that was our 5th pitch. Woo! I'm exhausted, dude.
I'm pumped.
I'm tired. Just like, listen to it. That's an exhausting thing.
I'm gonna get skincare. I've got
That's
some
right.
snacks.
Algae snacks.
You know,
That's
this is
right.
great. I can
That's
be in
right.
my VR headset, being meditating. This is amazing.
All right, judges, here's your job now. Your job is to determine which 2 companies between HydroGuard, Algae Foods, Mindwave Therapeutics, Aperina Health, and Acai are going to compete in the final round. Can we get, first of all, a big round of applause for all of those founders. Can we get all of the founders up on stage? Founders, you got them? Come on up here, founders. All right, founders are coming up. They're coming up on stage. While the judges are doing, do you already know? Like you're staring at me like you already know. Do you already know? Okay, get together and find out. Make sure you know. We need 2 names. We need 2 names. All right, so here's what's going to happen next. The judges are going to get together. We've got 2 companies advancing into the final round, which seems unfair. I wish we could take all 5, but we have to clear out of this room eventually. So the judges are going to make their decision. The 2 companies that are chosen for the final round are going to stay on stage. They will be allowed to invite their co-founders on stage with them if they have any here. That is because we want to make sure that whatever questions the judges ask, they've got the expertise available to be able to answer. What we're going to do is we'll start each founder with their 30-second closing statement and mic drop moment, and then the judges will have 3 minutes to ask any questions that they have of those founders. Once they're done, the judges will confer, and we will select our final winner, who's walking home with a boatload of stuff tonight, yeah? We've got co-working memberships, we've got Aztec merch, we've got Adobe Suites, we've got an annual membership to Startup San Diego, by the way. Like, give that up, right? Has anybody here been to a First Mondays event? Raise your hand who's been to a First Mondays. First Mondays are awesome, you guys. It's a crowd like this, maybe a little bit bigger, of all startup people, just like you're meeting this week, getting together the first Monday of every quarter. It's a fantastic event, great networking opportunity, wonderful education. We've got some really terrific speakers that Lisa and the team line up for those. So if you haven't bought your annual membership for Startup San Diego, you can apply your cost of today's ticket to your annual membership. So don't forget to do that. It'll get you into the rest of the stuff. You can come back and see me and Eric MC another pitch competition on Friday. How exciting is that?
There you go.
Right? That's worth hundreds of dollars. It's like us or Oasis tickets. Like what would you do? I see a king. We got a bucket hat right over here. Like maybe there's an Oasis. So, yeah, right? Exactly. Oasis was a band from when we were young.
So wait, are you going to get up and sing Wonderwall?
No, I'm not going to do that. Although, I'll tell you a fun Oasis story. one of the two brothers is a big Man City fan, and he was doing his show in San Diego during the Champions League finals a year ago, and he went down to Bluefoot in North Park to watch the Champions, because it's like at 6 o'clock in the morning, right, Europe. And so can you imagine like being like at Bluefoot to watch soccer, like, and like Oasis is there? Like, that's kind of cool. Anyways, fun San Diego story. As they finish up, I'm running out of things to talk to you guys about. Does anybody have any questions for anything? Anything? Yeah, Brian.
Who created this Founder Fight Club, isn't it, Brian?
That's a good idea. Thank you, Brian. I'm really glad that you pointed it out. Founder Fight Club is a startup San Diego tradition that goes back years. And it was a format that was invented by Brant Cooper. Brant was a thank you. Yeah, give it up for Brant. Brant was a longtime board member at Startup San Diego. He's one of the original group that started Startup Week back, 13 or 14 years ago now. He was a best-selling New York Times author who wrote about startups, and just a really, really important part of the San Diego startup community. Brent passed away last year, but we continue to hold Founder Fight Clubs in honor of Brent, because he will remain forever like a core part of what it is that we do here as a startup community. So hold a moment in your hearts for Brant. He is with us today, and we appreciate everything that he did for all of us before he passed away. So. Yes.
There is actually a legacy that you have behind the Brant Cooper Leadership Fund. And there's a board of directors, a subset of San Diego.
Yes.
And a mentor and grant out project money to founders. And so his spirit lives on.
Yes.
Learn more about it. Come talk to me.
Yeah, come talk to Lisa.
Or you can, if you feel inspired, you can donation to Brant.
That's right, you can do that at startupsd.org.
Through our website,
Yeah,
so.
awesome. All right, judges, I heard shares shuffling. Do we have a winner? Okay, we have two winners? We have two winners. Okay, so who's going to tell me who they are? Be quiet, whisper it in my ear, and then we'll announce it. Okay, who is it?
Hot mic, hot mic.
Okay. All right, you guys, we have our two. No? Okay. Eric's laughing at me. He's like, who invited this guy? All right, you guys. Our two finalists that will be sticking around for our mic drop moment and 3-minute Q&A are HydroGuard and from San Diego State University, Asaichi. So the rest of you guys, huge thank you. Thank you for coming out, sharing what it is you've been working on. You've all made like amazing progress. You've got unbelievable products, way cooler than my board game. And I know that we'll see you guys again around San Diego Startup Community. So thank you very much. All right, 3 of you, 2 of you stay. And if you would like to bring teammates up who are going to help answer questions, you may go ahead and do that. We're going to go in the order that you pitched already, and so what we're going to do is we're going to start with one at a time. So Smriti, you'll be first.
Yes, let me just grab my other half.
Okay, the other half is coming around the bend. Okay, Smriti, you will have 30 seconds to give your mic drop moment, your closing thought, the thing you want everybody to remember, and then our judges will have 3 minutes to ask you questions, okay? Are you ready? Here goes, your 30 seconds now.
So we've all known someone that has chronic wounds, I'm sure. And chronic wounds are a huge problem and will continue to be a huge problem. And those numbers, the valuation will just continue increasing because of the rise in chronic diseases and diabetes and all the other things. But the main problem with chronic wounds is these biofilms. 60% of chronic wounds have infection in them. And so at HydroGuard, we are attempting to get into the problem, which is biofilms, target these at their source, and make a visual of how this will progress over time.
Don't actually drop the mic.
Don't drop
Just,
we're going to stick with HydroGuard, and the judges will ask 3 minutes worth of questions now.
Yeah, my first question is about the cost of the device. Where did you get that cost? Did you get it from a predicated device already on the market? Is it reimbursable at that cost?
Yeah, so we actually were up at the Palo Alto VA and we were talking to a lot of doctors that use wound care products already. Eden, do you want to take it?
Sure. So we have been looking at predicate devices and similar devices, specifically in the foams and hydrocolloid region along with skin subs, although those are typically more expensive. So we are trying to be competitive, but also looking at the reimbursement, which does exist. We are still working on the CPT codes. However, we have been speaking with doctors who are very confident that we won't have any problem.
Real quick on that though, do you guys have a profit margin that you've targeted on this?
Yeah, we're trying to get 60%, probably less than what all the other wound care devices out there are trying to do, but I mean, we know people, and most of those people are homeless, veterans. My grandmother can't afford those price margins, and so we're really trying to get this in every house, make this a household name, so that's why, yeah.
Did you have a product that you were testing this summer? Because you've had one in there.
We've been testing the foundational idea of our product to ensure that we don't need to pivot, and we realize that we are on the right track. And then we have been testing the foundation of our product, but we haven't FDA cleared, so we obviously can't test the full thing at the moment.
So you mentioned you would be selling to hospitals, is that right? And the part that you're going to sell to the consumer is an app, is that right? Can you talk about how you came up with the pricing for the consumers?
So that is a great question. There's a lot of apps that are out there that are related to health, and those apps are a little less expensive than what we priced it at. However, we feel that this subscription is going to be incredibly useful in the long term for the patient, which is why we priced it at $200 per year. And because of the value that it brings to the patient, we feel like this is the right mark that it should be at.
Additionally, we plan to incorporate an AI aspect in order to eventually predict health or wound healing trends. And this app is going to be the primary enabler for doctors to receive semi-continuous data about the wound health and for the patient to be directly involved in their healing process. So not only is it going to be helping predict and understand the healing process, but the patient will be more compliant as well because they are involved in a feasible manner.
And maybe the last question for me, or one more after. Walk us through FDA timeline. How do you think about it? 1 year, 2 years?
Shut it down. It's a mystery, Cody. Nobody knows the FDA timeline. All right.
If you want to know the answer to that, you'll have to invest.
Yeah, thank you very much for that. Okay, 30 seconds, your mic drop moment.
Toxic foam has been the invisible poison behind every arrangement. Florists breathe it, our soil absorbs it, our oceans are filling with it. But the truth is, the world doesn't need it. Asaichi is proving florists don't have to choose between the health and beauty, between their craft and the planet. My grandfather's generation had no alternatives, but mine does, and the next one won't even remember fluorofoam existed. We're not just replacing a product, it's redefining the industry. Thank you.
Okay, my question is specifically around, you said product development. You learned some things by bringing it out to market and wanting more hydro water retention, right? What things are you doing to address those consumer needs? And then also, is that addressing the cost too? Is it decreasing margin? Is it, or is it keeping it the same? How does that look for the future?
So I talked to 3 hydrogel experts to get the insights on what I can do to improve that performance, and we've identified 3 variables that we can change, and those additions wouldn't change our margin much. Right now I'm making my product myself and will be manufacturing on my own for a while until we have
like increased volume, and our margin is about 60 to 70%, and it will stay the same.
And is the cost of your product the same as the existing foam that's on the market?
So they don't disclose any information, and there's lack of information about it, so I cannot say much about their margins, but I would say the toxic foam, they have pretty good margins as they have a huge scale.
Just straight from the florist buying it would be cost-wise itself.
So right now, our product is $1 more than the toxic foam, but cheaper than all the eco options out there. Yes. But our goal is to target 40% premium, so 40 cents more than the toxic foam at scale.
Can you remind me, do you have patents around the material?
We're patent pending on the manufacturing process and our formulations, and we will file full patent in early 2026 when we launch.
Thank you.
Yeah. Are you having fun building a company?
Yes.
Yeah.
So much fun. I don't know if you can tell, but this industry is what I know my whole life, and it really makes me happy that I'm doing something. I started because of my grandfather, and in continuing his legacy and doing something that I'm passionate about. Even though it's really hard sometimes, I want to cry, I still have fun every day.
Good answer. And then the name, what's the meaning behind the name?
So it used to be green brick, but it came to a lot of confusion because green is a toxic foam. And my grandfather passed away this year, and I wanted to continue his legacy and appreciate what he's done to me. So that's his name, Asaichi.
Love it. Wait, quick one. How much money have you put into the company so far?
How much money?
Yeah, funds.
27K and 18.5K, so 45. It's
All right. You guys have to pick a winner now, okay? So circle up, pick a winner.
One more time, thank you and congratulations to our finalists. Now, while our judges are deliberating, I noticed this is purely a coincidence, and I'm sure it has nothing to do with the outcome, but we have San Diego State versus UC San Diego.
I know, right?
Up on the podium tonight.
Okay, you guys, we're gonna take a selfie here.
We have 2 females.
All right, there we go. Lisa will send you that for the Insta. All right, this is exciting. Like,
Hey, how convenient.
don't you wish you knew what they were talking about?
We've got our prizes over here, so when they're ready to go. No. Happily, the final rose goes to. I don't know. I've never actually watched that show. I've just seen commercials. What was that?
That's the rose that was hydrating in the
Yeah.
acai.
Yeah. The loser gets to take home the block, the squishy block. It's like a toy. Oh, we're up in the ante. What is this? What is this that I do?
So why do you have the rose? What's with that?
Let me give it to them.
It's the bachelor. I was good. Why are you standing so close?
It's prop comedy.
It's prop comedy. All right, we have an update.
Yeah,
We have an update.
Hold on, we have an
It's not related to who's the winner. We have an update to the prize.
Uh-oh.
So no expectations, right, going into this, but we did. Why not throw in a little more moolah into the winning prize? So we now have a total prize package of $3,500. Thank you, judges, for the winner.
Wow.
I believe that brings the total pot. That brings the total pot up to about $8,500 for the winner. This is getting spicy. Okay.
It's getting spicy.
Have we chosen a winner yet?
Okay,
All right.
when you ask Cody to sit, hold the microphone away. I learned this.
Okay, good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Not the rose can go.
Okay.
All right, one more round of applause for everybody. It takes a lot of guts to get up on a stage like this. It takes an enormous amount of work, so much preparation. This is obviously the beginning of a long career and a lot of successes and probably a lot more stages like this. But without further ado, I want to award this final rose. in the $8,500 prize package.
35. Oh, well.
$3,500 from the judges, $5,000 from our partners and sponsors to Asaichi. Thank you everyone for coming tonight. Yeah, let's do some photos. Let's get the winners, the judges. If we can even bring all the other But for everybody else, thank you so much for coming tonight and spending your time with us. We hope to see you tomorrow and Friday for more Startup News.